Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Virtual FMR. My name is Clive Finnimore, and this is Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. Film My Run 500. We will be climbing 500 meters of elevation at 12% incline. We'll travel about 4.2 kilometers as part of the event, and then round it off to 5 kilometers at the end. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you've had a good day. It's sunny, it's blue skies, but it's a little bit windy here down in Cornwall tonight. We've got 40 seconds to go to the start of the event. Let's just say hello to everyone in game. Welcome along, everyone. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon, Tina Beard. Hello, Tina. Hello, Clive. Here we go then. It's quite warm in here tonight. 18 degrees centigrade here in the Cornish garage. A bit warmer than normal for me. We've got just under 20 seconds to go. We're going to get the treadmill moving. I was pressing the lever then and nothing was happening. I was pressing the wrong button. Here we go. Wake up the treadmill. 8 seconds to go. 5 kilometers per hour. 12% incline. And away we go. First 400 meters, we will be walking it out. Just get the legs used to the incline. Tina says, nice shirt. Thank you very much, Tina. Thank you very much to NoblePro for sending me a NoblePro white shirt and a NoblePro red shirt for wearing during this event, as it is supported by NoblePro, the Film My Run 500. Thank you for your support. Paul Haywood, good afternoon. Paul Haywood says, just made it in the skin of my teeth. Where is he? Is he with us? Oh, there he is. Thank you for joining us, Paul. Well done, Paul. He's just made it back in time. Get his workout done. Have a shower, and he's sorted for the day. Hope everyone's had a good day at work. I've had a nice chilled day today. Fitted a lock-in door handle onto a fire door. Routed the little groove all the way around the outside of the fire door with half a router. So part of it was missing, the bit that keeps it straight, which is not much help. So I had to get a piece of timber, a couple of clamps, stick it on the edge of the door and use that as a guide. There was a couple of little wobbly lines, but we dealt with it. Anthony Anderson, good afternoon, buddy. Thank you for joining us on the Virtual FMR channel. So Paul has joined me in-game. I was cheated then. I was at 4.9. Sorry, Paul. Back up to 5 kilometers per hour. You may have noticed last night on the Virtual FMR channel and the Cornish Runner channel, I dropped the Watergate to Lou virtual run video. Quite a nice one, that one. Runs along the river, runs along the Cornish lanes, goes into the woodlands, along the river, into the fishing town of Lou, which is also the town used on Beyond Paradise, known as Shepton Abbott. So you might notice the banjo pier there. A few of the scenes look very similar because they are the same. And then I ran along the seafront of Hannaford and finished in the second field when my battery ran out in my head cam. So we got about 34 minutes out of it on Sunday. Paul Hayward says, hi Tina. Paul has heart rate tonight, but no companion app. So Paul's using the Virtual FMR live stream chat to keep in contact with us all. That's absolutely fine, Paul. At least that one's working. Tina says, you obviously can't have both heart rate and companion app, Paul. Tina will say, make sure you're on the same network, like she did to me on my whoosh, and it worked. As it's quiet on the Virtual FMR channel today, I presume Stephen won't be with us at 6 PM tonight on Virtual FMR, and he might not be there to bag that badge tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. I reckon he's I think they're all a bit poorly, including the computer. Hopefully he'll get it sorted for next Wednesday. For Workout Wednesday, Stephen should be back here on virtual FMR. $250 meters to go into the first arch, and then we'll rise up onto the balls of our feet and start to run. Paul says, turned on and off watch and phone, did the trick with the heart rate, but older phone used for the companion app, so it didn't work. Is Mr. Cousins still repairing his computer, says Anthony? I believe he is, and I think they've all got a bit of a cold as well. I think their house is a bit poorly at the moment. Is that right, Tina? Tina actually says, Stephen hopes to be here today for my wash at 6 PM UK time. It's not on virtual FMR yet as a programmed sort of event for today, but keep an eye out. Make sure you like and subscribe, and that you've clicked the notification bell for all notifications. And then that way, if he goes live about 5 to 6, you will be notified and you'll know he's running live. Hopefully he will be, and we can see if his computer works. Paul says, Stephen's computer's issues is like a bad M&S. On screen it says we like to play a little game here of keeping our heart below 150. I cannot achieve that. I'm feeling quite hot tonight. Been doing a lot of carrying cans of water around this afternoon, watering the hanging baskets at work and the water trough and the flower troughs. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna guess 155 heart rate for me by the end tonight. I am running at 12% incline. Currently at 5 kilometers per hour. At the first arch, which you can see just up ahead, we'll be going up to 5.5 and we'll start jogging. Here we go then. Now it begins. Paul sticking at 10% incline tonight. That's brilliant, Paul. And maybe, just maybe, he'll push up into 11 next week for a couple weeks. And then maybe in June he will join us at the big old 12. Paul's doing fantastic. Started at 6%, believe it or not, a few weeks back. Slowly been building over the weeks. Here we go then, 5.5. Now we start to run. Well done, Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson went outside into the scary world this morning. He's done a nice 12k plus run this morning. Still a little cold though. Nice one, Anthony, well done. Tina hasn't run a step since Saturday's park run. Feels like forever. How is the injury though, Tina? How are you feeling? Hope the foot's feeling better. Will you be back at park run on Saturday morning this week? Or are you going to wait and start all over again next week? Paul says, well done, Anthony, for your 12k outdoor run this morning. So we're all just trying to get used to this incline, settle the heart rate down, standing nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders, Keeping our breathing nice and steady, nice and easy. I like to use this event to think about your form because you've got time to do so. Not like when you're running as fast as you can at 5k, Hart run, and you don't really care what you look like as long as you get to the finish line. Anthony Anderson says, Tina, you're missing that golden t-shirt. I think she's are you running my whoosh tonight, Tina, at 6 p.m? She might be attending, but just keeping it nice and easy or walking, just to see how her foot feels. I have heard rumours that Tina will be there. Oh yeah, she says, I feel much better. I'll hop onto my whoosh tonight and see what's what. Paul says, take it steady, Tina. No goat jersey. Tina says she feels bad. Not been on Zwift in 3 weeks. That must be a record for you, Tina, isn't it? Even when Tina says she's not going to be on Zwift for a few weeks, she's still here. That must be one of the biggest breaks you've had, Tina. But you've needed it. You've needed it, so use it. Zwift will always be here when you get back. Paul says even the spectator avatars are asking where is Tina Beard? I presume Tina set this route up tonight. Thank you very much, Tina. The Duchy Estate we are running on tonight. My glasses on. I was just wondering what that nasty. Welcome along, Nisty, L Nisty. I got my glasses on, so I hope that's right. Who's a Zwift employee there in the Film I Run 500 with NoblePro event? I could think that's a little orange Z we can see there in the people taking part tonight. Good to have you along. So here comes the next arch, just over 100 metres. We'll be rising up to 6 kilometres per hour. Keep on it. Next arch inbound for the Beacon group. Next to watch. Next arch inbound. Voice to text struggles to understand my Cornish twang. Here we go then, 20 metres. Good work, Paul. Pulls through the arch ready. And up we go to 6 kilometres per hour. Settle into the new pace. We're here for 1 kilometre. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, keeping my heart rate down, breathing nice and steady. Heart rate currently 113 for me, cadence 162. We've just clocked 1 kilometre done. Approaching 14.5 minutes in. Heart rate for Paul Hayward, 114. Very good, Paul, very good. Someone's just late joined us, welcome along. Let's drop a ride on, shall we? Using the group drop. They're off. Must be running it flat. Quick 5k for them. Anthony Anderson watched the Golden Trail Service race. The Golden Trail Series race on the Great Wall of China the other night. Says it looks tough. How amazing would that be? I quite often see those pictures flash up on social media, running events on the Great Wall of China. I wonder where the aid stations are on those little tower bits. Every 10 towers is an aid station. Be nice, wouldn't it? And if it was taking you multiple days, you'd have to sleep on it. That'd be cool. Oh, good evening, Mr. C. Mr. C says, Mr. Film I Run himself, I don't want to speak too soon, but I may have solved the computer issue. Newsflash. He says, no doubt it'll crash tonight, but at the moment it's working. Did you reseal the processor? Get some more air in there. Bigger fans. Let's be positive, says Tina. Let's be positive. Positive thinking, Tina. Paul says, well done, Stephen. M&S needs you now. Stephen has resealed the processor and it still crashed. Boo! But hopefully he's done something else to help it. NoblePro treadmills are a big favourite amongst the Zwift runners. Check out the link below in the description for a 4% discount following Stephen's link. If you fancy checking them out, upgrading, or it's due a change. Have a look at the NoblePros. Only heard positive reviews on them here on Zwift. Thank you to NoblePro for supporting this event. Anthony Anderson asks if Stephen bought a new computer and that's why it might work tonight. Oh, Stephen's updated my whoosh for tonight's live stream. I haven't updated yet. Oh dear. Maybe I'll have enough time after this. Should be alright. We'll be alright. Maybe it will fix my graphics issue that I was having. After the previous update, various parts of my in-game experience were very grainy and liney, like the road surface. But the trees and the background and the sky would be fine. But the avatars would have scary shadow monsters on them. So hopefully, after the update, maybe my graphic situation's been sorted. Tina's update took 30 minutes. I did see that the Apple TV update was quite a big one. And Stephen, headache is gone, which is always a bonus. Nothing worse than running with a headache, pounding away in your head. Mind you, Paul and myself a couple of times have joined the event with a headache and finished without it. Sometimes it works. I think it works if you take a paracetamol. The elevated heart rate pumps it around the body a bit quicker. So yes, fingers crossed. Stephen Cousins will be here tonight at 6 PM UK time on virtual FMR, running 3 miles or 5k, nice and steady on my whoosh. So if you fancy joining, download my whoosh now. If you've already downloaded it, make sure you've got the update. Log in, go into events and join 3 with Stephen C. Or Thursday 3 with Stephen C. And you should be able to meet Tina, Sebastian in there with Stephen, and anyone else that comes along tonight. Tina's watch hasn't been dispatched yet. She's getting a new Garmin. I always forget what number it is, Tina. It's something like a 29 something. 295. Release date was today. Tina was on the waiting list, and she says it hasn't been dispatched yet, so there's probably quite a waiting list. But how exciting. A new model, fresh out the factory. A 970. Apparently she's got a fast watch for a fast lady. Includes maps, which Tina says she doesn't go anywhere, but she's got the maps, and she'll have the ski slopes and the golf courses, which I'm sure she'll use regularly. Just like me. Stephen says, "You are such a tech geek, Tina, with all your new tech devices." Just under 200 metres now to go until the next arch. We'll be bumping up to 6.5 kilometres per hour. Tina says she is, Stephen, she is. She has a new iPhone 16 Pro, a new MacBook, sorry Tina, a new iPad Pro, and now a new Garmin watch inbound. Very nice. Temperature slowly creeping here in the Cornish garage tonight. A massive 19 degrees centigrade for me here in the garage. I believe the temperature is dropping tomorrow. There's a bit of rain coming on Saturday, so we might have a rainy virtual FMR route coming up. I think we're going to Falmouth this Saturday, so we'll go with the camera anyway. Hopefully we won't get drip on the lens. First time for me at Falmouth, never been to that one before. So which means I think Oliver and myself will unlock on the 5k app the visitor's achievement for visiting 5 different park runs on 5 different weeks. I think we're also taking Oliver's friend Lee this week. He's coming along with us to his first park run, and possibly Oliver's girlfriend's going to come with us for her first park run. So we're dragging a few more down with us this week. Anthony Anderson says he's seen the publicity for the new watch today. It looks like it's got a lot of tech in it. It's a cool colour as well, Anthony. Tina's ordered her own custom colour. Looks very nice. Very Tina-y. Tina's still wearing both watches. Apple Ultra and his Garmin. Lots of stats there to choose from. Lots of smartwatch features to connect up with his phone. Bit of everything. 2 big arms, all that extra weight. Tina's bank account is crying after all this tech upgrade. And Tina is boosting the economy, says Paul Hayward. Oh, thank you very much, Paul. Somebody's got to keep an eye on me. Working my way down through the messages. I've just noticed Paul Hayward says 6.5 kilometres per hour, Clive. Paul's now streaking ahead of me, 9 seconds in the lead. Because I'm not paying attention. And she says, don't worry about it, Tina, you're only young once. Go out and enjoy it. Too right. It's all part of your running hobby, Tina. New running products, new running tech always gives you that little bit more mojo, doesn't it? You look forward to going out in your new shoes or your new watch or your new head camera for recording. Changes things up a little bit. So we are now running 6.5 kilometres per hour, still at 12% incline for myself, 10% for Paul, 700 metres to go into the dreaded 7 kilometres per hour arch. We've just hit 2.25 kilometres here in the Beacon group, 26.5 minutes elapsed. We're getting it done, Paul, we're getting it done. We're over halfway now. Tina says, running is such a cheap hobby. Just a pair of old trainers and a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Then you upgrade your shorts and your t-shirt and your shoes, and then someone tells you should be recording your runs on a running watch, not your phone in your hand, because your phone goes from your hand, doesn't it, into an arm strap. And then you decide you'll get a watch, so then you leave the phone behind and you start using a watch, and then you go for a better watch with a better battery and so on, and then your shoes wear out, so you need another pair. But then you try the trails, so then you get a pair of trail shoes as well as your other shoes. But then you decide to get race day shoes as well as your training shoes, and you end up with loads of shoes. And so on and so on. I need to go through my running shirts, all the old running shirts from when you finish an event and get a free shirt. It's time to do no shirt, save a tree, innit, Stephen? I'll see if Oliver wants to look through my old running shirts, if there's anything in there he wants, and then we'll take them. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. But at the Cornish running show and locally, there's a, I was going to say a company, but there's a organisation that takes in your old running gear and then sells it cheap to people that can't afford it so they can get into the sport as well. So I think I'll bag it all up and take it to them. I can't remember what they're called. Anthony Anderson says to Tina, in reference to running as a cheap hobby, no it isn't. Hayward says, yes, that's true. Cheap trainers means you get injured and retire from running early. So very cheap. Blisters and injuries, Paul, innit? Cheap trainers. My son started running properly this year in January. He was coming out in his normal shorts and t-shirt, and he's like, everyday street trainers. He's now got 2 pairs of running shoes, good ones. Now he's looking at super shoes with carbon plates. All about getting those extra few seconds in at park run now. He used to wear his old football running top as a running top. Now he's got a proper running top. He's got himself a Garmin. So he's in the trap. He's in the trap now. Jan's in the beta program on his watch, so he gets many new tech items on his watch early. Very nice, Anthony. You don't have any issues then? No problems with the watch, it still works fine? Like when you get mobile phones and you run beta programs, sometimes it crashes them, doesn't it? Or things don't work properly. Tina says she's also in the beta program, but never notices any new features. Oh, that's going back a bit, isn't it, Anthony? Anthony Anderson says, back in the day, you could send your shoes to a company and they would resell them for you. So you could get your trainers repaired. Now people just jump on eBay and look for only worn once, don't fit me properly trainers. That's what Oliver, my son, did with his 2 pairs. They came in the original box and were spotless. Literally 50 quid, 60 quid. For something that would normally cost 150, 160. Keep an eye out. Paul Hayward's reminded me in the comments, getting ready to switch my fan on at 7 kilometers per hour. Here it comes, Paul. The dreaded 7 kilometers per hour arch is inbound. This is where it gets tough. The tough gets going, Paul. Let's get going. Started running in the old Reebok trainers. The old Reeboks. Here we go then. Next arch is inbound. 7 kilometers per hour for Paul and myself in the Beacon group. Let's step it up a notch. Let's get this done. Last full kilometer coming up. Approaching 3 kilometers in, just over 1 kilometer to go. 33 minutes elapsed, about 10 to go. Doing well, Paul, doing well, buddy. Well done to everyone up front. Well done, Nisty. Hello, Yoko! Hello, Yoko! Yoko says, hello, Clive and all. Thank you for the virtual runs. Beautiful. Helps me a lot. Good luck now. Thank you, Yoko. We're battling through. We've got less than 1 kilometre to go now to the final arch. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello, Yoko. An amazing supporter of the channel. We really appreciate you dropping in and saying hello on a regular basis. Yoko says hello to Paul Haywood, to Anthony and to Tina. Woohoo! Here we go, Yoko. Climbing that hill. $800 meters. Heart rate 133. Cadence 166. How's it going, Paul? You feeling good? Says on the screen, some people like to round this event off to 5 kilometers at the end. Oh yes, indeed, we will be. At the final arch, we'll drop it to 0% incline. We'll run the last 800 meters at 10 kilometers per hour to the finish line to shake out the legs. Paul's heart rate is 128 at 10% elevation. That's awesome, Paul, really good. Running at 7 kilometers per hour. Fans on max blowing capacity. Oh, it's done. Keep on it, stay strong. Oh boy. So we're keeping our stride length short, our cadence high, trying to reduce that energy usage, muscle burn, staying up on the balls of our feet, standing tall, relaxing the shoulders down, breathing nice and steady, getting that oxygen into the lungs. Approaching 500 meters left to go to the penultimate arch. $700 meters to the finish line. Stay up on your toes, everyone. Don't give up. Bunch of emails just dropped in. I saw one of them was the old high five energy gels, discount codes coming in left, right and centre. Heart rate 141. Trying to stay relaxed. 150 is in sight. Just trying to keep that heart rate down. Controlled breathing. Mr. C is asking Tina if that was before the war when she was wearing her Reebok shoes. Tina says, funny man, who asks which war? American War of Independence, says Stephen. One last form check, everyone. Penultimate arch inbound. 200 meters at 8 kilometers per hour at the next arch. Here we go then. 8 kilometers per hour for the final 200 meters. Just touched 150, 100 meters to go, same as last week. And now it's just dropped below again, 148. Almost did it. 147. On 46. Incline down to 0. Maximum heart rate 151, it says. So close. So close. We'll get in there. Up to 10 kilometers per hour for the final 800 meters. Cheers, Tina. Tina's off to get ready for the 6 PM UK time virtual FMR My Whoosh run in 18 minutes. Stephen's going to be there, fingers crossed. Computer is currently behaving itself. So we will be back here on virtual FMR in about 15 minutes or so with Stephen and Mywush. Thank you for joining us today, everyone. Really appreciate your support. Hello, Sebastian. Thank you, Anthony. Paul Hayward for joining me in game, as well as in the chat. Cheers, Stephen, for popping in. Well done to everyone who took part tonight. Thank you for joining the FMR500 with NoblePro. Cheers, NoblePro, for the shirts and the support at this event. Really appreciate your support. Check out in the description below for a 4% discount code via Stephen's webpage. Just under 500 beats now to go here tonight. Shaking the legs out. Paul's coming with me all the way to 5k. Hello, Sebastian. Stephen is potentially going live, Sebastian, at 6 p.m. for Mywush. His computer is working and ready to go. Stephen's feeling good. Fingers crossed, all goes well. Anthony Anderson says, well done, everyone, taking part tonight. Sebastian's also getting into his running gear, ready for the 6 p.m. Mywush run. Sebastian says hello to everyone in the live stream. Anthony says hello, Sebastian. 300 metres. 300 metres of nice flat running. So we climbed tonight in Film My Run 500, 527 metres of elevation. It's going to have taken us about 45, 46 minutes by the time we finish. Heart rate back down to 122. Maximum heart rate was 151. Caught me out with 100 metres to go before the final arch. We nearly did it. Paul joined us at 10% elevation. He's doing fantastic. Nice low heart rate for Paul. He's going to attempt 11% next week and possibly the week after. Then eventually join us on 12 in a few weeks' time. Slowly building up. Really good progression by Paul. I'm going to reach 5k, switch off the treadmill, shut down the live stream, fire up Mywush and see if we can get the update down in time before 6 p.m. so I can join the gang on Mywush for a nice steady 5k. Thank you, Paul, for joining. Well done, buddy. And there's the streamers. We're done. Thursday FMR500 complete. We will be back here for on the virtual FMR channel with Film My Run 500 with NoblePro next Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. UK time. We're going live in about 12 minutes for the Mywush run with Stephen Cousins here on the virtual FMR channel. We should be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. with Bag That Badge, and don't forget, of course, Sebastian at 5 p.m. UK time tomorrow with Penrose Park Run virtual run route. So jump on your treadmill, jump on Zwift, jump on Mywush, whichever one you fancy, and watch Sebastian's live stream at 5 p.m. tomorrow to see what I got up to at Penrose Park Run last Saturday. I better power off the computer, get the update running down. We'll see you all again tomorrow. Let's save the run. Stay safe, take care everyone. We'll see you again next time. Cheers, bye-bye.